Yo, what's good, combo crew? It's the one and only Combo Zaire here, and today I'm coming at you with another super hot fire banger, man. Today I'll be showing you how to create my personal NBA 2K25 build and how to play just like me in NBA 2K25. I'm on the way to 1,000 subscribers, so please like, comment, and subscribe so I can reach that goal. And now let's get into the build. For the hand, I'm going to go with the right hand because for all my builds, like I say in my YouTube shorts, I go with the right hand because that's the hand I shoot with in real life, and that's the hand I've just been using for all the 2Ks, so I'm going to go with the right hand. For the jersey number, I'm going to go with number 23 because I like that jersey number the best for this build, and also Michael Jordan and LeBron James wore it, and they're both greatest players of all time, so I want to wear that jersey number as well because my player is super good. So I'm gonna go with number 23. So this is what I went for the vitals, and now we can get to the position and body settings. For the position, I'm gonna go with shooting guard because I wanted to go with a guard for this build because I'm 6'7", but I play like a guard, so this is why I'm gonna go with the shooting guard position because I want to play like a 2 instead of a 1. So I'm gonna go with shooting guard instead of point guard. For the height, like I said earlier, I'm gonna go with 6'7" because this build can really do it all. It's tall, can shoot, can dunk on people, get contact dunks, has 90 ball handle, and plays really good defense with an 85 steal and an 80 block and 82 perimeter. And we're also pretty athletic. We got an 80 speed with an 80 vertical. So I just wanted to make my player tall so it balances out all the stuff instead of just being short and be able to do all the stuff but a little bit better. But I wanted to go with 6'7" because I just like the way it looks on the court. So I'm gonna go with 6'7". For the weight, I went 190 because that's the weight I wanted to go with. I don't want to be too big, like too burly. So I went with 190 because I wanted to be like a skinny player and still cross people up and dunk on people and stuff. So we don't really have a lot of strength on this build, but I'm still gonna go with 190, and I like that the best because it matches my player, like my height, and it looks good on the court. So that's why I'm going with 190. And for the wingspan, I'm gonna go with 7 foot because I want to have long arms so we can be able to dunk on people, like I said earlier, and shoot the ball, dribble, and be able to play defense really well because we have long arms. And also it just looks better on the court, like I said, for the height and weight. So I'm gonna go with 6'7", 190, and 7 foot wingspan. And this is what I'm going to go for the body settings. And now let's get into the attributes. For the close shot, I'm going to go with a 73 close shot because we're not really like one of those 6'7" centers that can really grab rebounds and stuff like that. We're more of an ISO 1v1 player, so we're not going to really need it like that, but it's still good to have high in case you're in a situation where you need to put up a shot that counts as a close shot. So we're going to have it at 73 so it can still be able to go in and stuff, and you still have it at least decently, but we're not going to go really high, so we're going to go with 73. And for the driving layup, we're going to go with a 75 driving layup because we're more of a dunker, but if we do get into an animation where we're putting in a driving layup, we're still going to make it most of the times, even though if we're going against a good defender, it's probably not going to go in because when I play 1v1s and like 3v3s and stuff, it usually doesn't go in if we're going against a center. But if we're going against a guard, it's always going to go in since you're 6'7", you have long wingspan. So that's what we're going to go for the layup. And for the driving dunk, this is going to be our highest attribute in all of the finishing, so we're going to go with a 93. And plus, with the +5 cap breakers, this can go to a 98, which can get you a lot of good badges for the finishing. I think that can get you like legend area wizard and almost legend posterizer, but I think you need 99 for legend posterizer. So we're gonna go with the 93. +5 attribute cap breakers can get you a 98, so we're gonna go with a 93. And for the standing dunk and post control, it's not gonna be that high because we're not really like a center, so we don't really need this like that. So we're gonna go with a 43 and a 50. And so this is what we went for all the finishing attributes. And now let's get into the shooting. And for the shooting, for the mid-range, we're going to go with a 73 mid-range because we're not really going to be able to shoot mid-ranges like that. But I almost hit all my mid-ranges because I'm just good with shooting the ball and I have a good jump shot and it's easy to time. So I'm going to go with a 73 mid-range because for me personally, I don't really need it like that. But if you do like to shoot mid-ranges, I would probably take down the 3-pointer and put it on mid-range. But for me personally, I wanted more 3-pointer than mid-range because I want to shoot more 3-pointers because, you know, I'm 6'7" and I want to be able to do everything so people can't guard me. So I'm going to go with a 73 mid-range. For the 3-pointer, I'm going to go with an 83. I max it all the way out because I'm really good at shooting. I shoot 40% from 3, and I usually play with randoms, and I don't shoot that many 3s when I'm playing theater or park or rec or pro-am. So I'm going to go with an 83 3-pointer, but I'm really good at shooting 3-pointers with my jump shot. And for the free throw, I don't play rec like that or my career, so we're going to go with a 70 because in case I do need to shoot free throws in like rec or my career, I'm going to go with 70 so you can make it at least like it's 80% of the time. So I'm gonna go with a 70 free throw, and this is what I'm going for my shooting attributes. And now let's get into the playmaking. And for the playmaking, for the pass accuracy, we're gonna go with a 75 pass accuracy. Like I said, I'm a 1v1 player, so I'm not gonna really be passing the ball like that, but I do be playing 3s or 2s sometimes in the theater, so I'm gonna go with a 75 pass accuracy. That's pretty good because you can just pass the ball. I'm not doing really flashy passes. I'm just gonna be passing the balls to the corner or on a fast break if somebody's leaking, and we're gonna go and dunk the ball. So I don't really need that high of a pass accuracy, so I'm gonna put it at a 75. And for the ball handle, this is one of my highest attributes on the list. I'm gonna put it at a 90 ball handle, which is really good for a 6'7" player and that doesn't play point guard. We have a 90 ball handle, and so we can really cook defenders because they don't know what to do. If they can't guard me on the dribble and they can't guard me while I shoot, then that means they're gonna have to guard me while I shoot. And then if I have a high dunk, I'm gonna be dunking on them. I already get head of contact dunks, so this is why I'm going with a 90 ball handle. And we're also really good. We also get really good animations. If you know how to dribble, then you're gonna be really good with this build. And for the speed ball, we're gonna go to 76 speed ball because we don't really need that high. We're in a 6'7", so we're not gonna be as fast as De'Aaron Fox, but we still gonna be pretty quick. We have a 76 ball handle. We're gonna get you most of the dribble styles animations. So we're gonna go with this for the playmaking. And now let's get into the defense. And for the defense, for the interior defense, we're gonna go with a 60 interior defense. We're 6'7", so we need to play at least some sort of interior defense because most builds that are guards don't have any interior defense if they're tall. But for this build, we're gonna go with a 60, so we can play at least decent interior defense. It's not gonna be able to stop most bigs, but it's good enough to stop guards in the paint if they want to drive. And for the perimeter, steal, and block, we're gonna go with an 82 perimeter, 85 steal, and 80 block. We're gonna be really locking up people. I'm really good. I'm a really good lockdown defender on the stick. You just really need to be good at just moving people and knowing, like, guessing their moves. So that's why I have this as my defense. For the rebound, I don't really need that high of a rebound because like I said, I'm a ones player, and I'm not going to be grabbing rebounds like that. That's for the big man, so you're not going to really need it like that. But in case you're playing 1v1s, you're not going to be playing big centers that are playing 1v1s, because most of them, for me personally, I don't get a lot of centers. I actually don't get centers at all because I think 2K set it up where you can play like your own like height or own position. So I don't really need rebound like that because I always be grabbing them. I get like 10 rebounds a game because the other player be missing in their shots. So I'm gonna go with this for the rebounding and the defensive attributes. And now let's get into the physicals. For the physicals, for the speed and agility, we're gonna go with an 80 speed and a 79 agility. We're 6'7", we're not gonna be as, like I said, we're not gonna be as fast as De'Aaron Fox, but we're still pretty quick. We can still get to the ball, do back doors, and we're still pretty quick. We can play defense and stuff. So I'm gonna go with an 80 speed and a 79 agility. For the strength, like I said, we're 190. We're not gonna need that much strength like a center or like just like a burly guard because we're skinny, so we're not gonna have that much strength anyway. So we're gonna go with a 48 strength. And for the vertical, I'm gonna go with an 80 vertical. I did this for the contact dunks and the badges, so I'm gonna go with an 80 vertical. Also helps you get rebounds. Like I said, in 1v1s you can grab rebounds with vertical, and it's also really good for getting contact dunks and just grabbing the ball in general. So also I want to go with this for the physicals. And now let's get into the player name and let's get into the comparisons. And as you see, we have built a slashing inside out creator. We got comparisons of Eddie Jones, Jalen Green, and Brandon Miller. And if you want to play just like me in NBA 2K25, I'm also gold plate, so I think I should be a pretty credible source. So if you want to play just like me in NBA 2K25, you should definitely make this build. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. I'm out, man. Peace.